What a hell of a way to start off the new year with set 75372 Clone Trooper and Battle Droids Battle Pack. This set released on January 1st and retailed for 25 Great British pounds or $30 US. Taking a closer look at the box art, we can see that this set comes with 9 minifigures, one of those being that Clone Shock Trooper, 3 regular P2 Clone Troopers, 2 of your bog standard Battle Droids, and the return of the long awaited Super Battle Droids that have returned with a brand new mold, as well as this set includes a Bark Speeder, a Defensive Post, a Droid Stab Speeder, and the Octoptora Tri-Droid. And again, flipping the box around to the back, we can just get a closer look at those builds and those minifigures in action and some of those play features that the set has to offer. So, with all that said, let's get on with the review and take a closer look at what's inside that box. So when opening the box, you'll be greeted by these 2 manuals. First off, you've got one for the first part of the set, which includes all of the minifigures and the vehicle builds for those figures, as well as a separate instructions manual for the Octoptora Tri-Droid, which is a nice addition because some people don't always want to build both, and a lot of people, I imagine, will just want the figures, so they'll probably build the first one of these and then leave the rest. So before we take a closer look at this battle pack in a little bit more depth, I want to point out one very important thing and why I think this is probably one of the best LEGO battle packs we've seen today, and that is the price. This retailed for 25 Great British pounds or $30 US, and now just 4 years ago, and yes, it's hard to believe that it was 4 years ago, we had this battle pack, the 501st Clone Troopers battle pack, for £25 or $30 US. So it's surprising to see that we've been given a battle pack that has almost double the minifigures, not so much for the builds, but double the minifigures, which is what you want for a battle pack, for the same price. This is truly what LEGO Star Wars should be, and I'm glad to see that LEGO have adopted this theme, have built upon it from that 501st Clone Troopers battle pack from 4 years ago, and they've improved upon it in such a way which all fans can rejoice over. But with all that said and done, let's take a closer look at this brand new battle pack. And there is no better place to start but with those minifigures. So in this set you will see 4 regular Clone Troopers, one of those being the Shock Trooper. You'll also see 2 of those B1 Battle Droids and 3 of the brand new Super Battle Droids as well. So without a doubt, let's take a closer look at each of those minifigures. So first off, let's start with the Shock Trooper, and then this guy is just the same old Shock Trooper we've seen in the Coruscant Guard Republic gunship that came out way back in September 1st. He's a very nice clone trooper, he's equipped with a blaster and some binocs, and overall this is probably one of the best LEGO Star Wars clone troopers we've seen. But there is one thing you might notice that's different with my Shock Trooper, and that is the lack of the helmet holes. If I just move him to the side and add in my normal one, as you can see, I've replaced the helmet. Now, I bought these helmets from GCC, and if you guys don't like the helmet holes like me, and if you're able and you have the money to spend on the replacement helmet holes, they're not very expensive, they're about $2.50 each, and I think that's like a couple of quid in the UK, so it's not too bad. It just takes a long time to ship, but they really do improve the look of your clone troopers because the current LEGO clone troopers aren't up to snuff. The body and the legs look great, the helmets look crap. That's my personal thing, and you'll notice that on all of my clone troopers in this video. And moving on, here is the regular Phase 2 clone trooper. Now, this figure has been long awaited. The last time we saw him was in 2014 in the clone turbo tank microfighter that we saw, and again, as you can see here, I have gone in and replaced those helmets with the GCC alternative. I'm not a GCC shill at all, but I highly recommend you go do it. But overall, these figures are amazing. I mean, the printing head to toe is great. It fits in with the ecosystem of the other LEGO Star Wars clone troopers as well. They all have the same theme, look and design, and it's really nice to see this consistency across the board with LEGO Star Wars nowadays. And now we can move on to the regular 2 B1 Battle Droids. Now, these guys are the same unchanged mold since 1999, except for the straight arm that allows for the use of a blaster. But as I bet you can see, these guys are different, and that is because one of them is meant for the Stab Speeder. As you can see here, the Battle Droid has 2 bent arms, allow him to perfectly clip onto this Stab Speeder, which is nice for the battle pack. As now we can have our droids on Stab Speeders flying around in the background, which is always a nice conclusion. But these are 2 amazing minifigures. They're unchanged since 1999 basically, except for the straight arm, and I'm loving having more battle droids in sets because we did really need the Battle Droid battle pack. In this battle pack, you get the best of both worlds with clones and battle droids. But with all that said and done, that leaves us on to the last type of minifigure in this set, and that is the brand new B2 Super Battle Droid. And now this is a brand new mold for 2023, as before we hadn't seen these since 2015, so with it being 2024 now, it has been 9 years since we've seen these guys, and it is just a welcome return. And these return of the B2 Super Battle Droids is a welcome one for sure, because it's so nice to have some more Separatist figures to go up against our clone figures. And we've had so many different clone minifigures over the last couple of years, from the Shock Trooper to the 501st Officer to the 332nd Jet Troopers, and it's finally now nice to see that we've got a bit of variation for our droid army. But with all that said and done, those are the minifigures for the brand new Clone Battle Pack, and honestly, I couldn't be more thrilled. 3 regular P2 clones, a clone Shock Trooper, brand new Super Battle Droid molds, which hopefully won't break as the old ones do, and 2 B1 Battle Droids. You just can't complain. So these are some very welcome addition into the world of LEGO Star Wars. Now, what's important to keep in mind here is that people don't usually buy battle packs for the builds, and that definitely shines with the clones side of the builds. As for example, first off, we have this clone Bark Speeder. Now, this looks like a 4+ build, and anyone who says otherwise is lying to you, because this is a very, very basic build for a speeder. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not good. Now, I think the reason LEGO decided to make this one is because it is a callback to that 2007 Clone Battle Pack that started it all, and you can obviously see that this is a callback to that. So it gets a pass from me, but it is a pretty bad LEGO Star Wars build as it goes. Moving on, we've also got the clone defensive post. Now, you can take these shields off and use them for your clone troopers, but overall I'm just not really thrilled by it. I'm not a fan of these stud shooters, never have been, but it's cool to have it in at least. And this is just a very basic build, you know, anyone could make, but it's not really that useful. I guess for play, but for adult collectors it's not something people want. But one side of the battle pack that isn't lacking is the Separatist build, and that is because of this Octoptora Tri-Droid. Now this is an amazing build. If you've seen the old one from 2014 from the Udapau Troopers battle pack, you can see just how abysmal that one is in comparison to this. This one is in that lovely grey and blue Separatist colours, which you can't complain about. It has full opposability of all the legs, so if you wanted to, you could stand it like this, or you could stand him like this. There's full opposability all across the build, as well as you've got flick fire missiles here, which you can just push out like that if you wish to, as well as a rotating head, and if you open the top, you can see a little purple brain in there. But with all that said and done, that was my review of set 75372 Clone Trooper and Battle Droids Battle Pack. This is a battle pack for the ages, especially in comparison to that 501st Battle Pack that came out a few years ago, and even the 332nd Battle Pack that came out in August, as well as that 501st Specialist Troopers Battle Pack that came out on January 1st of 2023, a year ago to the day that this battle pack released. So overall, this ideally would be the perfect battle pack, but I'm falling short on my rating for it. I'm gonna say it's an 8 out of 10. Now overall, for the minifigures and the builds and the idea of it, concept, it's perfect, and the price is brilliant. But it has a few shortcomings, and that is those clone builds, as well as clones because of the dreaded helmet holes. That you can't tell me these helmet holes look good. I'm sorry, but you can't. So overall, that was my review of set 75372 Clone Trooper and Battle Droids Battle Pack. I hope you guys have enjoyed, as always, and take care. My name's George Guer.